Hello students, welcome back to Ganita Manjari. Today's our topic is orienting yourself, the use of coordinates from 9th class mathematics ncert textbook. My dear children, the introduction of coordinate plane coordinate system we have discussed in the previous video. Today I am going to start the new exercise set 1.1. Orienting yourself, the use of coordinates. This is the first chapter of mathematics for 9th class children, NCERT textbook. This is the new syllabus, my dear, for the academic year 2026-27. Now in this video we shall discuss about exercise set 1.1. Now if you see in your textbook, Figure 1.3 shows Rian's room with points O, A, B, C marking its corners. My dear, if you observe in this diagram, this is O. Here it represents a corner and A is one corner, B as well C. So here O, A, B, C are the corners mentioned in this diagram. The X and Y axes are marked in the figure. So here x-axis and y-axis also are mentioned. Already we discussed what is x-axis and what is y-axis. The horizontal line is called as x-axis, vertical line is called as y-axis. Here you can see clearly this is y-axis. It is mentioned, my dear, in this diagram. And this horizontal line is x-axis. Clear? Now, point O is origin. As you know very well, the intersecting point of x-axis and y-axis is origin. Already these points were discussed in the previous video, my dear. If you not understand, first of all you have to watch that video, then after come to this segment. Right, we shall continue the question. Here, answer the following questions. Right, first one. If D1 R1 represents the door to Rian's room, how far is the door from the left wall of the room? Means here left wall can be considered as y-axis. Already in the bracket also he mentioned. So here, now here D1 and R1. This is given as door, my dear, in this diagram. So you can take this one as door, D1 and R1. Here what's question? If D1 R1 represents the door to Rian's room, how far is the door from the left wall of the room? So this is the question. Now you can see here, how far distance from the left wall to the door? This distance we need to find, my dear. As you know very well, here origin 0 is given. It means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here we have to see where door is situated. Door is placed after 8 units of distance from the left wall. Hence, here you can write the answer of the first one is the door from the left wall is 8 units distance. Once you observe, my dear, here one question we can raise. Here units we have taken. Actually, if you come to the solution, here in this we have taken as 8 units. It means generally for doors and windows or house construction, we used to take the units as feet. So the distance from the left wall to the door is 8 feet. Hope you understand. And still the solution is not completed for the first one. Now you can see one more statement is given, my dear. How far is the door from the x-axis? Question is very interesting. This x-axis is horizontal line. From here door distance we need to find. Means the distance between door and x-axis. So you can see in this diagram, my dear, there is no distance. The door itself placed on x-axis. It means the unit will be 0. What can we take, my dear? 0. The first question's second statement answer is the door distance from x-axis is 0 units. How many units? 0 units. Why? Because door is completely situated situated on x-axis itself. There is no distance. Hope you understand. Right. Now come to the next question. Clear this all. Now again we shall discuss the points. Right. Now my next question is, what are the coordinates of D1? So here already door we have taken this D1. This door coordinates we need to take. As we know very well, in the previous video also I explained for you, my dear. If you come to the second answer, coordinates of D1 are 8, 0. Why? Because this D point is from 8 units of distance on x-axis. A point which is on x-axis can be taken as y value as 0. Any point. Suppose if you take here 2, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4, 0, 5, 0, 6, 0. In the same way, this D1 can be considered as 8, 0. Already this explanation I have given in the previous video, my dear. If you did not see, you can watch that. Now 8, 0. So D point is 8, 0. By this, second answer also completed. Now come to the third one. If R is the point 11.5, 0. Yes, already he has given R point is 11.5, 0. Here it is given. R1 11.5, 0. Right? How wide is the door? So we have to find the distance between this D1 to R1. In the first problem we discussed that D1 and R1 is the width of the door. That means here we have to find R1. First R1 you have to take R1 coordinates 11.5, 0. We have taken R1 coordinates. Now his question is, how wide is the door? So to find the door width, as you know very well, from 11.5, if you subtract 8, you will get the width of the door. So you can write here, width of the door 11.5 minus 8 is equal to 3.5 units. How many units, dear? 3.5 units. It means 3.5 feet you can consider. Now come to the point. Do you think this is a comfortable width for the room door? Yeah, this is a very interesting question. That is this the comfortable width or not? That we need to find. 3.5. So my dear, this is a sixth sense question because of a child has to know that what is the general length width of the door. Engineers will be constructed for 99%. The height will be taken as 7 feet and the width will be taken as 3 feet. So here in our solution it is given the 3.5 feet, 3.5 units. So obviously yes, this is okay. We can consider this 3.5 as general width of the door. So here once again we shall go for the question. Do you think this is the comfortable width for the room door? Yes, I feel that this is the comfortable width for the room door. If a person in a wheelchair wants to enter the room, will he or she be able to do so easily? Yes. Next question is, we can say yes. Why? Because wheelchair, if a person sit in a wheelchair, the width of the wheelchair will be most probably 2.5 feet. So this 2.5 feet of the width can be entered in this 3.5 feet of door width. Hence we can say that yes, the person can enter into the room easily. Now come to the fourth question. Here it is given that a B1, here he has given B1 point, that is 0, 1.5. Next one is B2 point 0, 4. Represents the ends of the bathroom door. is the bathroom door narrower or wider than room door? So it's very simple to recognize. First of all, you have to subtract these ordinates, that is 4 minus 1.5 is equal to 2.5 units. Here we got the width of the bathroom door is 2.5 units. So observe here, this is a very interesting question. Bathroom door width will be narrower than room door. This is common, my dear, because of room door is very wider than bathroom door. Bathroom door 2.5 and general door width is 3.5. Hence we can consider that this is the proper measurement for bathroom door. So here for his question, is the bathroom door narrower or wider than the room door? So bathroom door is narrower than room door. So this is the exercise set 1.1, my dear, and we shall go for 1.2 exercise in the next video. And in Think and Reflect, it is given that what are the standard widths for a room door? So for a room door, what are the proper width and height will be there? That already I explained in this video, my dear. Even if you want to know perfectly, you better to look around your home and school. If you have a tape, better to measure it and conclude that what is the general width and height will be. Are the doors in your school suitable for people in wheelchairs? So these 2 points are homework for you, my dear. If you know, you better to comment here. If you did not understand, whatever the point you did not understand, better to mention in comment box. If possible, I will try to clarify that point also in the next video. So if you want to get the solutions of Ganita Manjari, please do like, share and subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon to be notified for every update. This is your Khalil Master, Maths Expert, signing off.